I just left Walter Reed Medical Center, and one thing that's for certain, don't let it dominate you. Don't be afraid of it. Don't let it take over your lives.
Don't let it dominate your life. That's the message from US President Donald Trump, who came down with the coronavirus. So his message is clear here. If he's fine, why should the rest of us worry? The data speaks for itself, with more than 209,000 Americans dead from the disease and over 7 million infected with no signs of slowing. Is it really as easy as Trump says?
I feel really good. I feel very strong, and a lot of people don't feel that way.
His doctor also said,
It's important to note the president's been fever-free for over 24 hours. We remain cautiously optimistic, but he's doing great.
However, not everyone thinks the same way. By only giving optimistic updates, there may be some missing links in between.
You know, what we're missing in this whole situation is transparency about really how sick the president is. We don't really have the truth about when he was infected, what stage of infection he's in. By lying to the American public and not telling us full truth, you're actually prolonging the duration and the impact of this pandemic. You're actually allowing more people to die.
But whether Trump's message is true or not, do people really need not to be afraid of the virus? Let's take a look at his treatment. First, remdesivir, an antiviral drug for severe patients to shorten their recovery time.
Yesterday evening, he received his first dose of IV remdesivir, and our plan is to continue a 5-day treatment course for remdesivir.
Second, dexamethasone, another typical drug for patients on supplemental oxygen or needing ventilation.
These are standard medications for the use in critically ill patients. Remdesivir for patients who are at least on supplemental oxygen. Then you have dexamethasone that does reduce the mortality rate by up to 1/3.
Third, Regeneron. This drug has neither been approved nor has it received emergency use authorization from the US FDA yet. Furthermore, the company CEO is an old golf club buddy of Trump's. So it's obvious here that not all Americans are fortunate enough to access to the same treatments.
The president has been treated with, for the first time in the history of the planet, he may be the only patient to have received this kind of triple therapy is unprecedented.
Well, you might think that it's fair and necessary for a leader of a country to get the best medical care, but using it as proof to show his good health,
I felt like Superman.
and downplaying the severity of the virus, has he ever considered the feelings of those who lost loved ones to COVID-19? Kara Goucher, a world-class distance runner and two-time Olympian, tweeted,
I felt like my grandfather was disrespected. I felt like all of the people who have been suffering through this were disrespected. You know, to say, don't let it dominate your life. This is my life. This is his life. He is literally taking his last very painful breaths.
Beyond the disrespect toward those 209,000 Americans who died from COVID-19, it also gives the public the feeling that those who suffer are losers, while those who overcome are winners, as one Florida representative joked. The president's don't fear COVID attitude not only contradicted his own health, but also endangers others around him.
2 days ago, I felt great, like better than 20 years ago.
This might be easy for him to say, as a group of medical professionals are working round the clock for him. Meanwhile, Trump has not shown any signs of gratitude for that, but is instead eager to get back to the campaign trail to show his strength. However, he might have forgotten something. The fact that he became infected already demonstrates his incompetent leadership in handling the pandemic.
I feel great. I feel like perfect. So I think this was a blessing from God that I caught it. This was a blessing in disguise.